What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Overwatch. Perhaps the two most hated words in recent years have been multiplayer only. This simple phrase usually brings to mind visions of a half-cooked game churned out just to make a quick buck. Right before all hope of getting an amazing online-focused experience dies out, Overwatch comes in to save the day. Here we have a title that manages to be wonderful without having a story. Instead, the diverse cast of 21 heroes in the world they fight in allows us to create a crazy adventure of our own in the matches we play. Combat is 100% the star of this game. Blizzard has managed to make something that on the surface appears simple, but the more hours you spend in the arena, the more depth you discover. Each of the characters falls into one of four main categories: offense, defense, support, and tanks. Matches have you capturing points, scoring kills, and trying to escort truckloads of explosives. Helping your team accomplish these missions is all about knowing how to play your class well and understanding the flow of battle. For example, this is Reinhardt, one of the tank heroes. His skills are a charge that can slam foes against walls, stunning them, or activating this huge shield that can absorb all enemy fire. While his hammer can hurt foes who get too close, where he shines most is when you block off damage and allow your friends to group up for the next attack. If you have a buddy who's backing you up as Bastion, just the two of you can easily hold down a base by yourselves, because Bastion's talent is that he can transform his robot body into a powerful stationary machine gun. Every skill in the game has some clever way it can complement another player's abilities, and with practice you can discover even more hidden uses for these talents. Like my favorite fighter, D.Va. She drives around in an armored mech that can take quite a few hits before breaking down. If you score enough points, you can activate her suit's self-destruct sequence, allowing her to hop out and set off a nuke that will instantly kill any nearby bad guys. Originally, I was using this like a super-powered landmine, walking into a group of enemies and running away when I triggered the bomb. Then I figured out that if I used D.Va's boost at the exact same time I told her mech to detonate, it would send it shooting off like a megaton rocket. This combination of abilities made it so I could destroy even the most tactical of teams. Having this many bizarre but badass heroes might make a normal game feel crowded, but not with Overwatch. Instead, it makes it so that matches feel like an insane game of chess played with lasers, freeze rays, and a couple deadly assassins. A big part of what helps this is the size and design of the maps. The areas we fight in are very spaced out and have lots of nooks and crannies to explore. While most of the raw combat will be happening in the streets that run down the middle of a zone, you can always try finding a shortcut to sneak past and flank people. Right here, my team was at a deadlock. We needed to push this payload just a bit further to win the game, but the entire enemy force was stacked against us. Seeing no other option, I switched to the ninja hero Genji. He doesn't have much health and his throwing stars can be rather weak, but if you're able to get in someone's face, his blades are lethal. Knowing this, I used his wall climbing to crawl through a secret passage and land behind the red team. From here, I was able to activate my ultimate attack and single-handedly kill them all before they could react. Moments like this are where Overwatch shines the brightest. Switching between characters on the fly, adjusting to the ever-changing elements of battle, and bracing yourself for the next wave of respawns, it gives you a rush that few online games have ever been able to pull off. This high is especially good when the final scorecard pops up and you see all the awards you've won. Since this is a game all about accomplishing objectives, the medals are based around how well you worked with your team instead of just simple kills. If someone healed the most, Overwatch wants to honor their hard work, just as much as the person playing the sniper who got 29 headshots. By performing well, you gain extra levels and loot boxes which have random items inside. Some give you new taunts, fantastic costumes, or fancy spray paint decals for plastering maps with graffiti. While I'm sure these unlocks will motivate some, personally I found these as just a minor distraction from the amazing gameplay I got so addicted to. What I really respect most from a design standpoint is that Overwatch subtly pushes you to be the perfect team. If you're selecting a hero who's purely offensive, but no one's chosen a turret building character yet, it will actually say no builder on the side of the screen. It's essentially suggesting that if you want to better serve your friends in a fight, perhaps try out a role that you wouldn't normally fill. Overwatch wants you to occasionally be thrown into an odd situation to make you learn something new and grow an even deeper understanding of the game as a whole. Overall, I only have one small complaint. Everything feels like it needs to be maybe 5% faster. Nothing major, it just seemed like traveling across maps and the downtime between fights was slightly too long. Okay, so we've heard a lot of good and a little bad, but let's head over to the ratings board and put a big number on it. I am giving Overwatch a 10 out of 10. Blizzard has done it again. They've crafted an instant classic in a game that I foresee as having years of great content ahead. If you like strategic shooters or you enjoy the goofy action of something like Team Fortress, I'd say that you should definitely play this game. With all the free updates coming out in the future, this is an experience that's going to grow even better as the months go on. Thanks so much for watching, gamers. This has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, share with your friends, and subscribe if you haven't already. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Now I'm going to go seriously play another 100 hours of this. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.